Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
We're back here with something special, Zach. More Star Wars. We are fans of Star Wars. I got into Star Wars because this man. And we are currently going through Star Wars The Clone Wars, and then hopefully Rebels, and I'm catching him up to the world that he introduced me to. But you've seen The Mandalorian. So go check The Mandalorian, check out Clone Wars reactions. Star Wars Vision, Zach. We know enough about it because we reacted to the trailer, and it looks pretty cool.
It does.
We both also like anime. Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
So you guys probably wonder why there's mango here. Well, my mom is Filipino, and she grew up picking mangoes out of her backyard. And she got me this big juicy mango, and Zach has never had a mango in his life. You've had bananas, apples. Hell, you've had strawberries.
I have.
Just make sure you like it. So, to me, a ripe mango is my favorite fruit. An unripe mango, to me, is a lot worse than anything else. Unripe. Go ahead. It's ripe. It's pretty good.
It's real fucking slimy. It's good, but it tastes like what you smell when you walk through the women's department in Walmart.
I don't know what that smell is. It's pretty close to the food department, though.
It's on the other side of the store. I'm talking about like perfume and hair products.
Maybe like fruity smells or kind of a feminine scent, I guess.
Yeah, I reckon. Pretty good.
For some reason, my mom didn't introduce me to a lot of Filipino things. But I didn't have a mango until I was like 17.
Okay.
And I was like, holy shit, this
So
is...
she didn't introduce you to
Yeah,
it?
she didn't. Like, I'm learning how to speak Tagalog now. But, you know, she never spoke it around me. Well, she did, but to her friends. Never tried. Mm-hmm. Just real weird. I don't know if it was kind of taboo in the, I don't know, in the 80s or something. If you marry a American soldier, you don't teach your language. That's pretty. Look at that.
I know, Kurosawa thing.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's a cool.
The color.
Yeah.
The light. Well, those flappy face guys.
Yep.
It's not safe. We should go inside. Come, you two.
Thanks for the warm welcome. Give us your goods. It's time to
Kylo Ren sing a little bit.
Which one of you is the chief?
I am the current chief, and you've taken enough!
Or did your father run away and leave you in charge?
I hope they make figures for this series.
See the Trandoshan? Oh.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Got some heels.
Yeah.
You'll surrender, although I won't be sparing your life.
Lucy Liu.
Red lightsabers. She's a Sith.
That was a great little shot. That is cool looking, dude.
Don't give her a chance to
It is really cool mixture of style. Like Mary Poppins with a lightsaber.
Don't engage in close combat. Fall back.
That beautiful sound.
You'll never be able to beat her.
That would hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Because the first part isn't a
I
lightsaber.
know. He looks pretty menacing. You shot my droid.
Shut my foot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What? So you're a Jedi.
Nice.
Your lightsaber blade is red.
I am not a Jedi.
Like Afro Samurai now.
Kind of, yeah. Oh, damn.
Really cool.
Yeah. Thank God for that guy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Beautiful.
That was a great visual of what was going on.
Nice.
You must be one of the Jedi Knights of legend. Please, sir, are you willing to tell me your name?
Take care of this. It wards off evil.
It's a great use of the red light.
It is.
Guys, that was a reaction. This is our discussion.
I thought it was a fucking beautiful piece of work.
Oh, it definitely was. Yeah, I think
That's some of what I've been needing from Star Wars for a long time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not canon, but I'll take it because it reminds me of...
Well, they didn't say it wasn't.
They didn't say it wasn't, but I'm sure maybe they can find a way to fit it in.
Yeah, because they have a
Like
rule
it
now.
could be
It's
just like a village somewhere
Yeah.
in the midst of that universe that resembles, medieval Japanese culture.
yeah, I mean,
so-
because there's worlds in the Star Wars universe that are still in the Stone Age or still
Yeah.
pre-hyperspace. And
Well, I think it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was
that's-
fucking cool.
This is a
It-
breath of fresh air for me.
Now, Akira, how you say that?
Kurosawa.
Yeah, like it reminded me of like a Seven Samurai type thing with a
Well,
twist.
it's based off of Yojimbo.
Okay.
Yojimbo was when the guy rolls into town. Well, kind of. I want to say it was Yojimbo.
Okay.
That later works like what's his name? The spaghetti western guy. No, that's Sergio Leone.
Okay.
Ennio Morricone's the other guy.
Okay.
All right, Sergio Leone did a remake of that in a western with Clint Eastwood, and it's called For A Fistful of Dollars.
Okay.
And you also had a version of it which is Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis, where you have this town where a Ronin wanders in, or a gunfighter.
Bruce Willis?
Or a gunfighter.
Okay.
And they come into this town, and there's a town that's waging war between two parties.
Okay.
But in the movies, he kind of plays both sides in the later versions.
Okay.
But in Yojimbo, that's not what happens. He kind of goes in there and...
Okay.
I can't remember exactly. It's been a long time since I've watched it. It might be similar. But that's kind of what happens here. The Ronin wanders into town. The town's being pressed by bandits or criminals. And he saves the day and he leaves.
Yeah.
He's a wandering swordsman. And
Like Rooney Kenshin. Yeah, I like the twist that he wasn't a Jedi.
yeah, it was really cool. I like that he's collecting, obviously killing Sith Lords.
Yeah.
Or, Dark Jedi.
Yeah.
And I thought the idea... I imagined that it was going to be a lightsaber in the scabbard.
Yeah.
But I like that it's like the whole scabbard itself's another lightsaber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like when he kills her, he leaves the one lightsaber in the statue.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool idea. It was beautiful, beautiful artwork.
Yeah, it really was, yeah.
And just...
it really brought me back to like a Seven Samurai, which is like the one I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And just that, it makes me want to go back, and I know you watched me play it when you were a little inebriated at the time.
Very inebriated.
Ghost of Tsushima,
Mm-hmm.
which is a pretty awesome Sony exclusive game, but there's a Akira
Kurosawa.
mode
Yeah.
where you can play in that black and white grainy look. And I did it for a little bit. I prefer color, but it was cool. What do you think of the music?
The music, the art,
Yeah.
the story. I thought all of it was spot on. It's a simple story,
Yeah.
and it really carries well.
Yeah, I really like the music too, because you have the little beats of Star Wars, but they did some unique things too that felt very Japanese.
Yeah.
And also, just like it felt very Japanese, like kind of like that typical, I don't say typical, but that type of voice acting you get from like kind of like a really expressive, energetic Japanese character when they're really, to an American audience, it sounds kind of goofy. I remember my dad watching anime when I was younger, going, "What the hell are they doing all this screaming? Why are they acting weird?"
Well, it's very, I don't say verbose, but it's very...
Yeah, well, but they did it, and it sounds great.
Which one of you is the chief?
Are you really the chief of this village?
It's very forced.
Yeah.
Very forceful way of speaking, and it sounds really good. It's done well.
Yeah.
I think her design. I don't know what the character was called now.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was a very cool character design.
Yeah.
Because he kind of looks like every other Ronin Wanderer guy.
Yeah.
Robes flowing everywhere and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing really looked that special to me for him.
Yeah.
But her, she had kind of a Middle Eastern look to her outfit.
Okay.
And she had the heels, though, and it's just... I
think it'd be hard to fight in.
Yeah, I imagine it would be. You really don't pay attention to it, though, after the fact when it shows that she's wearing them.
Yeah.
So... But I liked her mask.
Mm-hmm.
Had the teeth.
Yeah.
And everything, and her eye, the way they did the Sith eyes with her.
Yeah, it was
really
cool.
Stood out with the black and white.
Yeah,
really cool.
and I don't mind like not having all the yellow and stuff. It was just cool. Like they made really great use of color when they decided to use it. Yeah. I really liked it.
I did too. Yeah. I've been really looking forward to this because, like I said, it's kind of a breath of fresh air for me. Because Star Wars, I've always felt and still do, a lot of it's held in kind of arrested development. I know some people feel it does get dark, but it doesn't get like dark. The story and the books and shit might you kind of delve into that, but
some books
visually speaking,
you're not gonna have a Tarantino Star Wars. Is what I'm saying.
Well, it doesn't be Tarantino because that's all very stylized, but dark in general.
Yeah,
and you don't really get that in the film, the cinematic universe.
Not as much. Yeah,
you get taste of it.
You get taste with the dark side. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but it's not a lot. I mean, you kind of just like innuendos and hints, kind of what's Palpatine with the kids and shit like that.
Yeah,
but this, is really. Not a lot of really dark shit happened in this episode, but it's a grainier, grittier feel.
Well, to me, it just feels, like you said, fresh. Yeah. You know what I mean? I didn't say it's particularly dark, but it was fresh and unique. And to me, it was, and I know it's intended to be this way, it's like 75% of the production, of like the Japanese production, the art style, the music, and, the simple story that we've seen versions of this before, but I loved it.
Oh, we had Oren Ishii, Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
Rocking it out in here, Cottonmouth. I just thought that was one of the coolest character designs I've seen. I like the little umbrella thing, but how it actually wasn't the main thing she fought with.
Yeah. You know what was interesting? In Star Wars Rebels, there is and I know they did this for technical reasons, there's a huge structure that these Sith acolytes are fighting on, and they had to like navigate this thing and go to different levels.
So kind of like the Bruce Lee film.
Well, so they're spinning around like a helicopter. And I watched with Eric, and he's like, I hate those fucking helicopters. And we just thought it was the funniest thing. I didn't think it was, I didn't think it was good or bad. I just thought it just kind of was, personally. I know there's technical reasons why they did it. You know what I mean? So they had to have people running up and down stairs and stuff like that. Well, Eric hated it. It was hilarious. But they do it here. And I think it works even better in like a kind of an anime type.
It does.
You know what I mean? Even though Star Wars...
It worked really well. It wasn't overdone.
She just did it to go down... like 6 feet.
Yeah.
So right when I saw it, I thought of that. But like her umbrella device, it's very Eastern, but it's got that Star Wars flair.
Well, I like that it wasn't overused.
Yeah.
They didn't make a big thing out of it.
And she took it out when she realized she was dealing with someone who was a competent fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she took her lightsaber out of that thing. Yeah. I don't got anything to say. I thought it was really sweet.
It's
a great opener.
It doesn't leave you with much to say, but that's not in a bad way. It's not in a bad way in this case because it was just very straightforward.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the art style, the way it was presented in this black and white setting, you can tell there was a lot of CG animation.
Yeah.
But it looked really good.
Well, it had the filters on it, made it like, I didn't mind the CG. It just all looked consistent.
I usually do because it just usually looks a little more rigid than other styles of artwork.
Well, sometimes when they're in motion, I can tell, but I just accepted it because it was beautiful. You know what I mean?
Well, at first you can kind of tell, especially with the Ronin talking to the shopkeeper and shit, like the innkeeper.
Yeah.
But as things progressed and picked up and the fight started, it all kind of came together.
Did you think the fight was good?
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I thought it was good too.
I wish in the beginning when she throws her cloak in the air that we would have seen more instead of just watching the cloak float away. I liked the shot of the cloak floating away, but I felt like I was robbed a little bit.
It reminded me of Kill Bill.
That initial clash.
Of the fight at the end of Kill Bill, when you're kind of on that water spigot.
Oren apologizes for insulting Beatrix, and the fight continues.
Okay.
But with the cloak, it's like they have had that initial clash.
And you miss the initial clash.
And you miss it because you're watching this cloak float away. And I thought the cloak was a cool shot. I just think I would like to have seen that clash.
No, I get you. I don't got anything else to say. Like you said, not a lot. I just really liked it. And this is a good opener. And I know there's all different stories with different directors. Yep. So, guys, we're out of here.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. This is very enjoyable. And if you like it and you like what we do or our treatment of it, find us on Instagram, find us on Twitter, like and subscribe, and maybe even comment. And, if you don't, you won't. Ain't a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
to him.
Big deal.